It was. It is done.
Hi, I'm Margaret and I'm wearing a Garett Kids Essa 4G smartwatch. I've been testing the watch with my son for 2 months and now I'm going to tell you what I found out about the product. The Garett Essa comes in several colors. They have a large, easy-to-use IPS display, features like a camera, face unlock or GPS locator. You can also make and receive calls to and from the watch, and you can write and receive messages from it. Oh, and then they also have a couple of controversial features that we'll talk about as well. When we unboxed it together, my first impression was that it was too big. However, Elias was intrigued by the size. He loved the large display, and I have to admit that he didn't complain that the size of the watch bothered his hand. To get the watch fully working, we needed a SIM card and also the Garett Tracker app, which is available in both Google Play and the App Store. And then we started exploring all the features of the watch together, which are really quite numerous. If you're worried about whether your child is up to speed on so many features, don't worry. Elias is 5 years old. He's never had a smartwatch before. And all he needed was about 10 minutes to quickly click through everything, and then he always knew where to find what. My journey was a bit longer than 10 minutes. I downloaded and printed the manual from the website, and I have to admit that Garett has made it really nicely colorful, clear, and it guides you through the initial setup quickly, and I'm sure you will also understand all the options and functions in no time. We've put a link to the instructions in the description of this video. In terms of features, my son was immediately impressed about the number of dials he can choose and also the many menu styles. He also liked the camera, video, audio recording, watch,
Asir.
can record video. Then I loaded his grandmother's and grandfather's contacts into the watch, and he could get into making phone calls and sending messages. Well, that brings us to the benefits I appreciate as a parent. The watch is definitely fine if you're looking for a device to keep in touch with your child, but maybe you don't want to get him a cell phone yet. Thanks to the SIM card, you can connect with your child anytime, anywhere, or any other family member. Hello, Eli. Hi, Elias.
Ahoj.
Yeah, you're in daycare?
We're
Na
at the
hřišti jsme.
playground.
And Elias, is the watch working properly? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
working.
Tak to je super.
The model also has an SOS button for emergencies. That means that when a child needs it, they can just hold down the one button on the watch for a long time, and after a moment the watch will dial the number to the contact you have set up. And if it doesn't answer, it calls the next contact after a moment. Long.
Petrol.
Long. And if you have smaller kids, you'll appreciate the option to turn off the numeric keypad for them. That means you stop them from calling any numbers they can think of to punch into the watch. As I mentioned, the watch can send and receive messages, either classic SMS or voice messages via an app, or you can install WhatsApp on it. Tell it I'm sending you a
Řekni do toho,
voicemail.
že mami, posílám ti hlasovou zprávu.
Mami, posílám ti hlasovou zprávu. To je 4?
Počkej.
Okay, Mom, I'm sending you a voicemail.
A dívej, mi
And
už to
look, I
přišlo.
already got it.
A voicemail.
Ještě
One
jednou.
more time.
Mom, I'm sending you a voicemail.
As a parent, you control everything through the app. You upload your contacts to your watch. You can turn on and set an alarm, or turn off and on night mode, or you can set your child's activity schedule for the week, or you can also set a time period during which your child can't use the watch. For example, because he or she is in school. You can also find a map in the app that shows you where your child is right now. You can also set 3 areas where your child is allowed to be. This means that you can enter, for example, the area around the school or the area around your home. And the moment your child leaves that circle, you'll always get a notification on your phone so you can react to the situation. You can even trace back or even replay the movement information. Another handy notification is an alert that the watch is about to run out of power. This comes to your phone so you can call your child, alert them, and they can put the watch on the charger. Well, if you don't make it, you just know that you don't have to worry about him, but that the battery has died. As for the battery, the model has quite a few features that are challenging for it, like the camera, video calling, or the just mentioned GPS. When we got the watch here and tested it really intensively, we simply had to charge it every day. However, later on in normal use, putting it on the charger every 2 days was enough. You can also affect the watch's battery life by turning the night mode on or off, which puts the watch into power saving mode. That way it doesn't drain as much. The other option is to track the child's position less frequently, which can be set to every minute, every 10 minutes, or every hour in this model. For example, I saved battery by setting the location every hour, and when I needed to know where the baby was, I just clicked a button in the app and the baby's location was updated. The model also has a few controversial features, such as eavesdropping or taking a photo without the child's knowledge. Personally, these things already seem like a big invasion of the child's privacy, but I can imagine a few crisis situations in which these features could come in handy. You can also set up several ways to unlock them, either by face, password, or gesture. They also have a Find Watch feature and then a calculator, stopwatch, or even a Google Translator. However, some of these apps have to be downloaded via the App Store, which you'll find on the watch. The watch has a translator. The
watch has a translator.
Show it on.
Show him to the camera.
To the camera, to... Finally, let's see who I would recommend the Garett Essa to. They are definitely suitable for parents who have children aged 5 to 9 and who are looking for a device for those children that will always keep them reliably in touch. At the same time, they don't want to get their children a mobile phone just yet. However, what I think is important is that the children also like the watch, that they want to wear it, and that the watch offers interesting functions that the children will enjoy. And in my opinion, that's exactly what the Garett Essa has. Apart from children, I can imagine a situation where you have an elderly senior citizen in your family who is no longer able to take care of themselves. Imagine your grandmother falls down in her apartment, no one is there with her, and her cell phone is somewhere in the next room far away. At such a moment, it would definitely be handy for her to have just such a device on hand and use the SOS button to summon that help. Thanks for watching me to the end, and I'll look forward to seeing you again for the next video. Hi, I'm Margaret, and what's your name? Elias. And what's that on your hand, Elias? A black watch? It's a black Garett Essa. It's a kid's watch, right? Yeah. Thank you for following me to the end, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.